Maritime strike. B-1B Lancer inbound. Target, Chinese destroyer, type 055, Taiwan Strait, 24 LRASM missiles loaded, stealth anti-ship. Naval blockade about to end. This is air combat. Taiwan Strait, 110 miles wide, strategic waterway, shipping choke point, Chinese blockade day 4, type 055 destroyer leading task force, cruiser-sized warship, 13,000 tons displacement, most advanced Chinese surface combatant, HHQ-9 air defense, YJ-18 anti-ship missiles, electromagnetic railgun experimental, blocking commercial traffic, threatening Taiwan, strangling island economy, American response authorized, sink the flagship, break the blockade, air combat delivers. Andersen Air Force Base, Guam, 1,800 miles from Taiwan, 2 B-1B Lancer bombers prepared, 28th Bomb Wing, call sign, Bone Flight, Bone 1 and Bone 2. Each aircraft carries 24 AGM-158C LRASM, long-range anti-ship missile, 200-mile range, 1,000-pound warhead, stealth cruise missile, sea-skimming profile, AI target discrimination, perfect carrier killer, tonight destroyer killer, American innovation, air combat weapon. B-1B Lancer specifications impressive. 146-foot length, variable sweep wings, supersonic capability, Mach 1.25, payload 75,000 pounds, internal, 84 weapons, total capacity. Tonight, 24 LRASM, 48 total missiles, 2 bombers, 1 target, overwhelming force, guaranteed kill, naval warfare revolution, air power dominance, strategic message delivered. Best anti-ship platform? A. B-1B Lancer, B. F/A-18 Super Hornet, C. P-8 Poseidon? Comment your choice. Chinese Type 055 destroyer specifications concerning 590 feet length, 112 VLS cells, HHQ-9B long-range SAM, 150-mile range, YJ-18 anti-ship missile, 300-mile range, Type 1130C, 11,000 rounds per minute, integrated air defense, networked warfare, satellite data link, most capable Chinese warship, American technology still superior, LRASM stealth better than Chinese detection, American tactics better than Chinese defense, air combat advantage absolute. 0234 hours Guam time, Bone Flight launches, afterburners light, 146,000-pound bombers accelerate, rotation speed 145 knots, liftoff, immediate right turn, course northwest, Taiwan Strait 1,800 miles, flight time 3.5 hours, subsonic cruise, fuel conservation, combat radius stretched, tanker support available, but unnecessary, B-1B range sufficient, American logistics superior, air combat prepared. According to Air Combat Command Analysis, Chinese naval blockade violates international law, Taiwan Strait international waters, freedom of navigation guaranteed, Chinese interference illegal, American response justified, sink blockading ships, restore maritime access, enforce international norms, strategic necessity, legal justification, military solution, air combat enforcement. Bone 1 aircraft commander, 19-year Air Force career, 2,600 B-1B hours, Iraq veteran, Syria strikes, Afghanistan missions, never sunk warship, never attacked peer adversary, tonight history, tonight precedent, tonight war risk, but orders clear, target designated, weapons authorized, launch approved, professional execution, strategic consequences, air combat responsibility. Wait for LRASM launch. What happens next changes Pacific naval warfare forever. Bone Flight climbs to 35,000 feet, optimal cruise altitude, fuel efficiency maximum, time to target 3 hours 22 minutes, Chinese destroyer unaware, American bombers invisible, stealth not B-1B strength, but distance provides security, launch 200 miles offshore, outside Chinese radar range, outside SAM engagement zone, standoff strike doctrine, survive to strike again, air combat wisdom. USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group positioned 400 miles east Taiwan. Ready support. FA-18 Super Hornets armed. SM-6 missiles loaded. Tomahawk cruise missiles ready, but B-1B strike first. Bomber mission. Naval support secondary. Demonstrate air power primacy. Show carrier aviation backup. Strategic messaging. Psychological warfare. Air combat theater. EA-18G Growler launches from carrier. Electronic attack mission. Jam Chinese radar. Degrade tracking. Delay response. LRASM penetration aided. Survival improved. Force multiplier. Network disruption. American electronic warfare superior. Chinese defenses stressed. Air combat comprehensive approach. Chinese Southern Theater command monitoring. Space-based radar tracking. American bomber departure detected. Course calculated. Target anticipated. Type 055 destroyer alerted. Combat stations manned. HHQ-9 missiles ready. Type 1130 CIWS active. Electronic warfare suite engaged. Professional defense prepared. Capable opponent. Worthy adversary. But insufficient tonight. American technology overwhelming. Air combat advantage decisive. Maximum payload B-1B Lancer. A. 50,000 pounds. 75,000 pounds. 100,000 pounds? Answer at mission end. So 547 hours. Bone flight 220 miles from target. Launch point reached. LRASM release authorized. Bomb bay doors open. Internal rotary launcher activates. 8 missiles port bay. 8 missiles starboard bay. Sequential launch. 6-second intervals. 24 missiles bone. 1. Another 24 bone 2. Total 48 LRASM inbound. Chinese destroyer doomed. Mathematics certain. Physics ruthless. Air combat absolute. First, LRASM launches. Rocket booster ignites. Missile accelerates. Reaches cruise speed. Booster separates. Turbofan sustainer starts. Sea-skimming altitude 50 feet. Speed 550 mph. Stealth profile activated. Radar cross-section minimized. Chinese detection difficult. Tracking harder. Interception hardest. American engineering excellence. Air combat weapon. LRASM autonomous targeting. AI enabled. Onboard sensors scan. Radar emitter detection. Infrared signature analysis. Electronic intelligence gathering. Target discrimination. Prioritizes threats. Selects destroyer autonomously. No human intervention required. Fire and forget perfection. Network optional. Jamming irrelevant. GPS independent. Revolutionary capability. American innovation. Air combat evolution. Stealth missiles or supersonic missiles for naval strike. Comment ST for stealth or SU for supersonic. Chinese Type 055 radar detects missile swarm. 48 contacts. Low altitude, high speed, incoming, HHQ-9B launches, 16 missiles, long-range interception attempted, 80-mile engagement, missile tracks LASEM, radar guidance, active seeker, but stealth complicates, lock quality poor, hit probability reduced, 16 launches, 4 hits, 44 LRASM remaining, insufficient interception, Chinese defense failing, air combat overwhelming. Type 1130 CIWS engages, point defense, last resort, 11,000 rounds per minute, 7 barrels rotating, radar directed fire, tracks inbound missiles, fires continuously. 8 LRASM destroyed, 36 remaining, too many targets, too little time, ammunition exhausted, barrels overheating, defense failed, impact imminent, Chinese crew braces, death approaching, air combat delivers. If you believe air power dominates naval warfare, type air combat below. First LRASM impacts. Starboard side, waterline, 1,000-pound penetrating warhead, delayed fuse, penetrates hull, detonates inside, blast destroys bulkheads, flooding begins, secondary explosions, fuel igniting, ammunition cooking, second missile hits, third, 4th, 12 total impacts starboard. Hull integrity failed. Destroyer listing. Sinking inevitable. Portside impacts. Another 12 LRASM. Symmetrical destruction. Both sides compromised. Flooding accelerated. Ship cannot compensate. Stability lost. List increases. 15 degrees, 25 degrees, 35 degrees. Crew abandoning ship. Lifeboats launching. Helicopters evacuating. Captain last to leave. Naval tradition. Professional duty. Chinese honor. But ship dying. Nothing stops sinking. Air combat victory certain. According to Aviation Week data, LRASM development cost $3 billion. Unit price $4 million. Tonight, 48 missiles expended. $192 million munitions. Chinese Type 055 cost $900 million. Cost exchange ratio favors destruction. Strategic value beyond price. Blockade broken. Taiwan relieved. Regional balance restored. Investment justified. Air combat economics favorable. Type 055 capsizes. 8 minutes post-impact. Rolls port. Crew swimming. Rescue operations urgent. Chinese Navy helicopter evacuation. Survivors 640 of 700. Casualties 60. American strike devastating. Chinese flagship destroyed. Blockade ended. Strategic defeat. Naval humiliation. Political crisis. Air combat consequences. Who wins carrier versus bomber anti-ship capability? Drop your prediction below. Bone flight egresses. Mission complete. Weapons expended. Fuel adequate. Return Guam. 0 losses. Chinese fighters never engaged. SAMs ineffective. CIWS insufficient. American bombers untouchable. Standoff strike perfect. Professional execution. Textbook mission. Air combat standard. Chinese Communist Party emergency meeting. Politburo convened. General Secretary furious. Navy blamed. Air defense criticized. American capability underestimated. Strategic miscalculation acknowledged. Blockade strategy failed. Taiwan operation suspended. Face-saving required. Propaganda issued. Truth buried. But lesson learned. American air power unchallengeable. Naval blockade impossible. Air combat enforces international law. Pentagon statement immediate. U.S. Air Force conducted freedom of navigation operation Taiwan Strait. Chinese blockade illegal. International waters transit guaranteed. Force used proportionally. Further violations will be countered. Diplomatic language. Military reality. Message clear. Taiwan Strait remains open. Chinese Navy challenged. American air power dominant. Air combat controls Pacific. Taiwan government grateful. President's statement praising American support. Economic lifeline restored. Shipping resumed. Blockade broken. Security guaranteed. Alliance valued. Defense cooperation strengthened. Strategic partnership justified. American commitment demonstrated. Air combat enables democracy survival. Japanese self-defense forces observe. Intelligence analysis. Tactics studied. Capabilities assessed. LRASM effectiveness noted. B-1B platform advantages. Chinese defense weaknesses. Everything documented. Everything learned. Future planning adjusted. American alliance value confirmed. Air combat shapes allied strategy. Australian Defence Ministry reviews. Pine Gap intelligence contribution. Satellite tracking. Electronic intelligence. Target coordination. Allied cooperation. Information sharing. Network warfare. Combined capability. American leadership. Australian support. Air combat partnership strengthens. Congressional Appropriations Committee vindicated. B-1B modernization program. LRASM procurement. Pacific deterrence investment. Everything justified tonight. Chinese Type 055 destroyed. Taiwan blockade broken. Regional stability maintained. Strategic success. Tactical victory. Budgetary approval. Air combat funding secured. South Korean military analyzing. Chinese Navy vulnerable. American air power decisive. Maritime defense rethought, island blockade impossible, air superiority critical, naval warfare evolution, future planning adjusted, defense modernization accelerated, American alliance essential, air combat shapes peninsula strategy. Trump administration predictable response. Former president's statement, China respects strength. My policies built strong military. B-1B program I saved. Pacific strategy I developed. Tonight's success, my foundation. Political positioning, credit claiming, campaign rhetoric. Air combat transcends politics. Mission succeeded regardless administration. Professional military delivers results. Partisan debates irrelevant. Strategic implications enormous. Chinese naval blockade capability questioned. Taiwan invasion scenario complicated. Maritime interdiction failed. American air power dominant. B-1B bomber long-range strike validated. LRASM effectiveness proven. Carrier aviation complemented. Multi-domain operations demonstrated. Pacific balance maintained. Air combat shaped strategy. Next, Chinese naval operation cautious. Destroyers remain port. Carriers stay coastal. Submarines submerged. American bombers overhead. LRASM inventory sufficient. Sink entire Chinese Navy theoretically. Deterrence through capability. Peace through strength. Air combat doctrine. Reagan legacy. Modern application. Future LRASM improvements planned. Extended range variant. Hypersonic speed option. AI enhancement. Swarm coordination. Multi-target engagement. Network integration. Technology evolution continues. American innovation relentless. Chinese countermeasures lag. Air combat advantage grows. Pacific supremacy ensured. B-1B Lancer future secure. Service extension 2040. Payload capacity unmatched. Range flexibility enormous. Supersonic dash capable. Weapons diversity maximum. Maritime strike proven. Strategic bombing validated. Multi-role versatility. American bomber force backbone. Air combat foundation. Where the sky decides the victor. That tactical quiz. Maximum B-1B payload? Answer, B, 75,000 pounds, internal capacity. 84 weapons maximum. Tonight, 24 LRASM partial load. Full load possible. Even greater devastation achievable. Strategic flexibility, mission adaptability, American engineering excellence, air combat advantage permanent. 3 questions remain. Can Chinese Navy survive American air power? Will maritime warfare remain aviation dominated? What happens when China retaliates? Subscribe to Air Combat, where aerial supremacy rules, where bombers sink warships, where American technology dominates Pacific waters. This is Contested Strait. This is projected power. This is air combat. Air supremacy, missile dominance, air combat.